Hey guys, happy Friday. No, it's not even Friday. Happy Thursday. Wow. Okay. I I had a hell of a day, so we're gonna play a comfort game of mine, which is Dragon Warrior Monsters. Before I get started, I'm going to share on social media that I'm streaming just so we can get a few more friendos in here. If I'm a little goofy today, it's because I got up at 5 in the morning to prep for the uh, the Indie World Direct, and it was really really cool, and my heart is so happy. Um, but because of that, I'm just like a little tired, but I'm very caffeinated. So it's kind of like one of those things where I'm up, so let's hang out. Yay! Okay, we'll talk about that in a minute. So let's post. Okay, so 1 second, guys. 1 second. I'm really bad at multitasking. Okay. I'm up, so let's hang out. Yay! Okay, we'll talk about that in a minute. So let's post. So 1 second, guys. 1 second. I'm really bad at multitasking. Okay. Is one of gems. Okay, so I put Happy Thursday. I am almost done. Sorry, guys. I should have done this as a pre-prep before. Okay. And it's posted. Okay, now I need to share it in the group chat so I can have our friends retweet it for me. But happy Thursday, guys. Thank you for your patience. Okay, hi guys. 1 second. I have one more post on my Instagram. I don't know if you guys follow my Instagram or if you have one, but if you do have one, it's Kosher Gamer. Hold on. No, let me put a link. And then you will have my full undivided attention. That is not the link. Man, I'm so good at this. I was about to link to my Twitter. Man, I'm so great at this thing. Okay, hold on. One. There we go. Paste. Okay, things are posted. You now have my undivided attention. Really appreciate it. Okay, so how is my volume? Can you hear the game? Can you hear me? Let me know. Let's see if I can hear the game. Cool, I can hear myself talk. Okay. Okay. Hi guys. Hi Donuts. Good to see you. Hi EJ. Hi Nelly. Hi Anthony, Johnny, Cami, Lucas, Neo. A bunch of you guys. It's good to see you. Yeah. So okay. Rewind. Welcome to the stream. Happy Thursday, not Friday. So like I said, today was the Indie World Direct, and Mina the Hollower went first, and it was so cool to have like, you know, another trailer out there in the world. The team's been really busy with that. I've been really busy with that. So whenever you would see me on Game and Talk or Spawncast or whatever, and I'm just like, I'm tired. That was a part of it. So now that that's going on, and it's out in the world, you know, it's the marathon to the next, you know, until release on October 31st. And just as a recap, if you don't know Mina the Hollower is, it's a new game that is coming out from my studio, Yacht Club Games. And we're really excited about it. So today we announced that it's coming to the Switch 1 and 2, and there is a demo, a time-exclusive demo going on right now. You have 2 weeks to check it out prior to launch, and it's real cool. I am really hating what my hair is doing right now, so we might change it later, but whatever. Good to see you guys. Let's see, did I steal this game? No, Kami, I did not steal this game. Thank you very much. For context, we're going to be playing Dragon Warrior Monsters. It is a spin-off title in the Dragon Warrior series for Game Boy Color. It is one of my favorite games of all time, and I kind of have like an unconventional story of how I even found out about this game to begin with. So flashback, I'm like, let's say 11. I don't know the exact age. But I was hanging out with my mom, and I was following her around the grocery store, playing Game Boy Color. And when we got to the register, you know, the cashier looked at me and was like, hey, does this fit in there? Like pointing at my Game Boy. And I guess someone like dropped or left or whatever a Game Boy Color game, and they were like, do you want it? Does it work? And I was like, hell yeah. So I got to keep it. Worst day for whoever lost it, best day for me. And it was this game, and it's incredible. It's a monster battler. The Dragon Warrior series in general, you know, you have a party and you kill monsters. But in this one, you raise them and make them your friends. So for this theming, I know normally I draw people as Pokemon, but for Super Chats, I'm going to be drawing people as slimes. But also, Super Chats are appreciated. They're not expected. My drawings are not very good. So this is an investment risk on you. But it's a drawing. So there we go. Okay, I'll start responding to you guys. Okay, Localman, we haven't announced the cost yet, but it'll be affordable. Or $1 billion. We'll let you know when I know. Thank you guys so much for the congratulations. Let's see. Scythus, holy crap, this is one of my favorite games of all time. Yeah, dude, it literally looks like Pokemon. It, you know, it's similar in the monster battling aspects to it. But one thing I really enjoy about this game over, like the other, I guess, well, other monster raising games like Pokemon is this one, when you battle, and you like want to catch a monster, you have to throw meat at it and like get it to like you or respect you or whatever. And if you do, then it'll get up and join your party. You don't have to worry about like, you know, killing them. Yeah, $1 billion, Evan. Hi, Dom. It's good to see you. Oh, could I boost my volume? Let's see. I don't know. Can you guys hear me now? Is this good? Can you hear me? Am I louder? And the game, okay. Is this better? Yeah, Donut, it's not stealing. The grocery store employee made the executive decision to give me one of my favorite games ever. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, this is one of the original Shovel Knight shirts. When I got hired at Yacht Club, they were like, okay, well, do you want some Shovel Knight merch? And I was like, hell yeah, I do. And yeah, they gave me one of these shirts from back in the day. The game is pretty quiet. Okay. I think right now it's pretty quiet. I mean, actually, I can listen. Let's find out together. I don't think the game is making noise right now. Yeah, the game isn't making noise right now. So we'll find out when we have music. Okay, so let's get started. So basically, in the game, you're hanging out with your sister. She's like, Terry, do you forget what Mom and Dad told us? To go the fuck to sleep. Like, don't be silly. There's no monsters. Hi, Omar. Good to see you. So yeah, it starts off with you and your sister just hanging out. Man. You know, your diary. I hope no more horrible monsters. Oh, is it too loud? Let me know if that's all right. Oh no, it's a horrible monster. Hey Justin, it's good to see you. How you doing? You know, we're getting this game around the same time as Donkey Kong 64. That's cool. No news wave tomorrow because Evan, oops. Hazard. Audio's fine? Okay, cool. Yeah, there is at a front door. You know, I've never thought about that, but now that you point that out, they're just locked somewhere. He just literally just pushes you out of the way and steals your sister. That's awkward. It's really funny how, like, they had the evil guy and then the regular guy, like, they just switch the color palettes of these characters. Dude, I love Chidori. Like, I love this game so much. I consider it such a hidden gem because everyone knows about Dragon Warrior in general, but the spin-off games like this, like, are just so special to me. When they announced the original, okay, before the game came out and, you know, it was a little less than favorable, when they did the I think it was like the 25th announcement where they had like all the characters and they were like pixel art and stuff because it was like, you know, the anniversary celebration or whatever. I totally teared up because I love this series. Yeah, it is fucked up, Donut. Like, literally, she's the one that, like, listened to your parents, and then she's the one that has to deal with your shit. Oh well, it's an inciting action. Yeah, I mean, they had to get creative. And we're back. Man, this has been a long trip. Oh, man. You're just, like, literally in a tree. This game sounds, like, really made up because it's like, okay, the game starts off, you're in your room with no doors, and then your sister's like, let's go the fuck to sleep, and then you get kidnapped, and then you end up in a tree, and it's a real good time. How many times have I played this? I don't know, countless amount of times. I've actually never beaten the Starry Night tournament. Like, I would always get really far in the game, but I never beat it. So, one of these days, I should. I have the Game Boy Color cartridge, obviously, but then I also have the second one, Tara's Quest, which apparently is, like, slightly rare. Like, not super expensive or anything, but it's, like, rarer than you would expect it to be. Audio is very close to... okay. Okay, how about now? Is that okay? Music's a little loud. How about now? Is that better, guys? Do I feel guilty playing this game? I did not steal it, guys, okay? It's not theft. It was acquired. Okay, more clear. Cool. You know, we learned these things together. It's because we couldn't hear the music before, and, I didn't actually that, so I'm gonna consider it my fault. But I'm glad I hope that everyone's ears are good. Swell. Let's see. Now it's too quiet. Oh my god. Okay, I'm going to change it one more time, and whatever we are getting is... That's it. 27. Let's see. How was CatCon? Okay, CatCon was actually really, really fun. So I got to meet up with my older sister, Sarah. She's real cool. And she went there with her friend, and I met up with them. And I entered through the media entrance, and I got to meet a cat celebrity, adventurer cat Max. And he was a real cutie. Basically the convention's like any other consumer con, except instead of like, you know, like a video game convention where there's booths of shit that you could buy, it's booths of cat shit that you could buy. I had decided that I wasn't going to buy anything, but they got me because they were selling a banana cat hat. And it was really cute, and I put it on Schmutz, and he tolerated it like a good cutie little boy. Oh, Johnny, thank you so much for the $2. Would you like me to draw you a slime? I'm not giving you a chance to answer that. I'm going to draw you a slime. Okay, we're gonna start off with the original slime. And then I'm just gonna start drawing slimes with little silly hats and stuff. Okay. In my head, that was gonna look better. Okay. Attempt 2 at drawing a slime. Because they look like a little teardrop, you know? With terrifying eyes. In my head... Actually, okay, this is actually turning out pretty good. These slimes will get more creative as the night goes on. Okay, so Johnny, here's your first slime. He's a regular guy. He's cool. He's vibing. You know, he's having a good day. He's having a real good day. So that's this is where I messed up. I was like, that doesn't look right. We're not doing that one. So that was the first slime of the night. Thank you, Johnny. I appreciate it. Okay, let's continue playing. Yeah, K2, it is hot. Like, I went outside because I had to run some errands, and then I immediately regretted going outside. I love California, and I love the heat, and I love the warmth, but holy shit, it gets hot. Oh, okay, let's see. What should my name be? I only have 4 characters. I can do B. I can do B with 3 E's. Good decision, guys. I executively decided that. Can you get her slimes autographed and mailed to you? I don't know about that. I can take a photo. Okay, so what I can do instead of mailed to you, I can draw it, sign it, and then send you a photo of it. Would that suffice, Joker? I'm very irresponsible with mailing things. Like, I have something stupid that I was gonna mail Sean when he was having a hard time, and then I just forgot. So, yeah, I'm very bad at mailing things. Yeah, slime with 3 E's. Yeah, Jason, I know that there's currently a fire in California right now. I've been getting alerts on my phone, kind of just keeping an eye on it. It's pretty far from me. Like, I would be very surprised if I had to deal with that one. But, like, the problem is that, like, I'm going out of town this weekend. And so, like, my good friend who's watching Schmutz for me, I was literally like, okay, if, you know, God forbid something happens, like, grab the cat and, like I have, like, a thing and, like, I'm putting, like, my passport and stuff in, like, my backpack and valuables. And I'm like, grab that and, like, leave. But it's like, really, really far from me, so I'm okay. You're a Rhode Islander and you hate the heat and you hate the warm. That's cool. My mom was from Providence. Fun fact. Sorry, Joker. But, like, it's pretty close, because, you know, like, I've sent people photos all the time. Let's see, Sterling, you played OG Dragon Warrior in the NES when you were 7. That's so cool. And the cover art was Nightmare Fuel. Yeah, a little bit. Okay, let's try to get to the first warp. Okay, basically, too long didn't read. The king is letting you know that you need a fight in the tournament, and if you win the tournament, which is the Starry Night tournament, you could get a wish granted, and you can wish to save your sister, and it'll be real cool. Blah, blah, blah. You're roped in to do this. You gotta get you gotta have monsters, so you're basically getting your first little guy. So I'm going to the monster farm, and I'm gonna get, I think they named him Sid. That's like the auto name in here. Yeah, I'm here to steal your monsters. So Pulio, basically, he's like basically your Pokemon PC. He holds your monsters, they hang out on a farm. They get to chill around, it's pretty cute. Oh, it's Slib. Oop. Damn it. Pick up. Slib. Isn't he all cute? God, I love him. Why do I remember him as Sid? Yeah, dude, the guy sniffed you. It's so weird. Then I talk to the king again, and he's gonna tell them to open up the warp. He must have let all the other monsters escape. Dude, I hate when that happens. Dude, the king's about to execute Pulio. Let's see, you're currently playing Mina. Thrill winner, love the Shovel Knight shirt. Thank you so much, Patrick. Like, we're really excited about Mina's release. Like, the game is good, and I'm playing through it myself right now, and it's a really, really good time. And just, like, my concern is making sure that we get, like, the word out about this game. Because, you know, like, in the whole marketing cycle of games, like, it's so quick now. Like, it's not like before, like, when we were younger, or even, like, in the Shovel Knight era, like, you know, when we initially released Shovel Knight. So, like, there'd always be, like, a game that everyone was talking about for, like, you know, 3 or 4 months or whatever. And it was always, like, you know, it was like the hive mind of everyone's talking about this. Like, monoculture, I think that's the word I was looking for. And now, like, the development cycle, you know, is several years. And then the marketing cycle is, like, 3 months, you know? And then you have basically the 2 weeks prior, like, before your game launches and the 2 weeks after to get enough people sold about being interested to try out the game. And then for that, there's only a limited amount of marketing opportunities that you can participate in. And so, you know, it's like one of those things where, like, a lot of people didn't know that, you know, they didn't watch Summer Game Fest. They didn't even know there was a release date out. And then so it was like, oh shoot, okay, well, luckily we're able to, you know, get placement in Nintendo Indie Direct. But, like, what if you don't watch Nintendo Indie Directs? And it's like, well, you can only get into a certain amount of showcases, and it's very, very difficult. So please spread the good word about Mina. My heart will be so happy if she's able to get popular. Let's see, you're pretty shocked that Mina reveal. Thank you, Sterling. Thank you. Let's see, House Sean with Hogan, wishlist your game will buy. Thank you, Superman, oh man. Okay, I am going to draw you a slime. Name your favorite accessory. When I say accessory, it could be hat, bow tie, monocle. What's your favorite accessory? I'm going to be drawing you a slime. The demo is timed. Scythus, I actually don't know how that works for Nintendo Switch. For the Steam demo, we also weren't sure because we never do demos, okay guys? So it is your first time playing Mina and is our first time doing this. Eye patch, great choice, Superman. Let's do it on this side. So we're like all figuring this out together, so I don't know if it's pulled, then if you can't access it anymore or not. So we'll find out together. I want to say you can't access it anymore, but you know, if you can, I wouldn't be sad either. You know? By the end of this, I'm gonna be so good at drawing slimes. Okay, Super Man. Oh man. draw a little hook for hand too, because he's a pirate. Okay, so here's a slime for Superman Oh Man with an eye patch. I tried drawing a, you know, the hooky guy things, like, you know what I'm talking about. But I'm not very good at it. But that is your slime. Thank you so much for the $2. I really appreciate it, and I hope you like your little guy. Let's see. So let's see. The demo sold you as a day one game. Thank you so much. Yeah, the game is really, really good though. There's also like accessibility stuff that we've like planned for it as well. If you need that. And just the story's so good. Obviously, I don't want to give any spoilers for anything, but I cannot gush more about this game. Yeah, it's a pirate slime. Y'all are appreciated. Super chats are appreciated, not required, because I am hanging out with you regardless. But, you know, like, it goes to art supplies for me. I need to get better coloring pencils so we can go back to color drawings. So that is where the money goes. Thanks, guys. Massive Rican, thank you for the $5. You're loving the Mina demo. The gameplay is much more dynamic than Shovel Knight. Several of us are buying. Did you edit the trailer for the Indie Direct? So thankfully, I did not have to do that one, okay? So we have a really talented editor that I reach out to. His name is James. He is incredible. He does a lot of game trailers. And he is like my favorite. If I don't have to do the trailer, he is my favorite person to reach out to it. I was really, really busy with coordinating this event and some other stuff that I can't talk about because those are surprises for the future. And because I was so busy with that, like, you know, I didn't have time to also do a trailer and do all the other billion things I need to do. So I'm really thankful for having him. I know Player Essence like gave me credit while watching it. Thanks, OJ. But yeah, it wasn't me this time. But if you go on our TikTok and watch like the edits that I did for Mina, that is me. And a lot of the things, like sometimes like the Pocket Dungeon trailers are me, some of the Dig trailers were me as well. It just really depends if I have time to pull things off. If not, thankfully the team, we have budget to hire a trailer maker, or I would just die. Let's see, is your mom Irish, Italian, or Portuguese? So my mom was Czechoslovakian, so Eastern European. My dad's side, my dad was Irish. Yeah, it was a really good indie world. Yeah, dude, the trailer, like, James did such a good job. I always have, I never like reached out to him and I was like, okay, like I was like, please James, because literally like when we started working on it, it was like basically Summer Game Fest ended and then immediately we had to start working on this. So it was pretty back to back and I was like, James, like I am so exhausted Summer Game Fest, like I need you because I trust you and it's so much easier, you know? I can't talk too much about the process, but I'm very, very thankful for him. Okay, we're going to our first little warp world. Okay, so if you guys aren't familiar with the early Dragon Quest games, which I think is the case, like you basically go through a series of like randomized levels. It's not so randomized like that it like procedurally generates them like completely different, but like it's like through a set of like, I guess generate or crafted levels or whatever that you can stumble upon. And it's really fun. Let's see, Cyber Shadow is underrated. I agree, Sterling. That game was so good, though. Enrique, or his screen name is Pentadrangle? Pentadrangle? Yeah, I think it's that. I haven't said that in a while. He is an incredible composer. I was so impressed with what he did. Oh, Roanoke, that was you! Hi! It's good to see you. Thank you for trading with me. So shout out to Roanoke. He visited me at Too Many Games. Well, he visited the Spawncast, but I also happened to be there. And be a part of it. But yeah, we traded Pokemon together and that was real cool. And yeah, so as you adventure around, much like the mainline Dragon Warrior games, you battle monsters, you collect shit, and you go on to the next area. And then usually at the end of the warp, because they'll have like a certain amount, I'll pause it and show you. See right there? It'll tell you there's a certain amount of warps that you have to go through. And so since it's the first level, there's only like 4. It was really funny because, not funny, but the first time, like, or first couple times I played this, I didn't realize that when your monster faints, it's like a little coffin that follows you. I thought they were permadeath, so I would restart the game and get really stressed out. Dude, I love Draki. I might just start drawing monsters for people. Like, if anyone wants me to draw them a Draki, I'll draw them with a hat for you. Okay, Draki, please get up. Yes! Okay, guys, what should I name Draki? Let me know. There's a moth. Did I kill it? No, I didn't. We are going to kill a moth together, guys. I am so sorry, sir. Nope. Where'd he go? Well, if we see him again, because we can't, because this blanket is wool, and I don't want that moth to eat my wool blanket. Oh. Where did he go? Well, I'll find him. Anyways, hi guys. Oh, Jose, thank you so much for the $2. Okay, Jose, would you like me to draw you a Draki? Would you like me to draw you a slime? Let me know. I don't have enough characters for that. It has to be 4 characters. Hold on, I'm trying to find this moth. Okay, well, if I'm meant to find him, I will. Let's see. Name Jackie Was. Okay, I'll name him Was. Or her Was. Let's see. Oh, hi, Mohammed. It's good to see you. I hope all is well. And of course, I'm glad that you got to meet Sean. Sean is great. There we go. Okay, you want me to draw him? Okay. Well, because I have like the image in front of me, so I'll draw it real quick. One of these days, when I have a better setup, I will have a drawing camera set up so you guys can see me struggling. Okay, this guy, he's actually turning out pretty good. Okay, I need to color him in though, so that might take a minute. I really hope I catch that moth, because I really don't want him eating all my nice wool things. I really committed when I was coloring him in, because I didn't realize how long it would take. Yeah, they only allow 4 characters when you're nicknaming. So you have to get, like, after a little bit, you start to get, like, really creative to, like, abbreviate names. Because we're just not sure. He's starting, because I realize I have not a black pen, I have a purple pen. So he's starting to look a lot like Grimace from McDonald's. You guys will see. And luckily, I didn't use up all my ink, so we're okay. Okay, so this is for Jose. Ooh, I felt him. Oh well. Okay. Jose, I drew you a Draki. Like, that is pretty close, right? Like, it's like looking in a mirror, except he looks kind of like Grimace. I don't know. Okay. Chris, what game is this? This is Dragon War. This is like a really big comfort game for me. I used to play the shit out of it as a kid, and, well, I've played it a lot as an adult, so it's just a good game. I highly recommend it. So Travis, you played the game, you like it? Yay! Thank you. He gained a little bit of weight. Yeah, he is a bit rotund. He really likes his Dunkin' Donuts. He lives the good life, and that's beautiful. Oh my god, Carlos, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. What would you like me to draw you? Like, you can pick anything, because that is a big dono. Let's see. So Carlos, with $100, said, "Hey Celia, I can't wait for Mina. I love Game Boy style games, and I'm super excited for it. When Shovel Knight first came out, I loved it and thought it was the perfect game. You've bought it on multiple times on Wii U, 3DS, Xbox One, PS4, and Nintendo Switch. Oh my god, Carlos. You are incredible. Thank you. Not just for the dono here, but just supporting our games in general. We really appreciate it. You know, like, in general, you know, like, Yacht Club is an incredible company, and we, like, our passion with games in general is that we don't just want to make games, you know, that you love. We want to make games that make you love gaming, that inspire you to play more, and, you know, and find that happy place, and maybe one day get inspired to, you know, be a game dev yourself, but just really, really enjoy it. And I really appreciate that. Thank you for supporting the team and me. And I'm really excited for you to be able to check out Mina once she releases on October 31st. Okay, so yeah, Carlos, what would you like me to draw you? It can be anything. This goes, all funds go towards more art supplies, and probably me dyeing my hair for PAX. Well, touching up my grays. If you guys notice, I've been graying since I was like 20, so. But mainly art supplies. So yeah, Carlos, let me know what you want me to draw, and I'll do it. Hi, Get Liquefied. Thanks for joining the chat. Like Carlos, do you have a favorite Pokemon do you want? Do you want me to draw you Shovel Knight? I can poorly draw you Mina. Like, there's a lot of options here. Let's see, indie games like Shovel Knight. A slime with a fedora hat. Great choice, Carlos. Okay, I need to look up how to draw a fedora hat, because I want to make sure that this... Hold on, my aunt messaged me. Okay, let's look up a fedora, and I'll draw that first. Okay. I was surprisingly... Okay, we are almost there. Okay, and then... Okay, Carlos. Okay, Carlos. You got a slime with a fedora. Like, surprisingly, like, that looks like a fedora. Like, I think I'm getting better at drawing with this. But yeah, no, he's a cool slime. He's very LA noir type. He maybe likes to solve mysteries of sorts. Um, he's a real cool guy. He's a troop. He's beloved by his friends and family. They look up to him. He's a cool uncle as well. I can see that. And he could be a detective. He could do a collaboration with the duck detective. There we go. Thank you so much. Also, like, let me know if you want me to draw anything else. Why is my light bouncing off of me like that? I just got suddenly more yellow. Hold on. One day. Is that working? Oh, I have people skin again. Nope. Back to yellow. I don't know, man. I never know how to do lighting or something. Eventually, I will hang out with Josie, and she will show me. That works, right? Yeah, I'm still pale. But yeah, once again, thank you so much, Carlos, for supporting the channel and being awesome and supporting our games. You are incredible. Thank you. Let's see. So I always think it's funny, like, when there's, like, a single monster you're fighting, and you're just, like, kind of beating the shit out of him. Griffin, yeah, well, no, because every drawing, you know, it's art, so there has to be something behind it. So every drawing always gets a little silly something. But yeah, dude, that's gonna, I'm able to get some new color pencils. I'm really excited. Sheik, thank you so much. You love Slime Detective. He's a role model and a true family man. Yeah, he is. Good choice. Let's see. I'm going rogue. Secretly has superpowers. I don't know. Let's see. You need to go to bed. Dude, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Do I ever listen to Analog Allies? Not really. Like, unless Sean tells me that, like, he did something obnoxious and then I have to, like, go see what the hell happened. I tend to not. Why did Sean do something? Should I be stressed out for him? I feel like Sean just does stuff and I'm like, okay. But go support Sean and his channel at Analog. He has lots of fun. Who else did a fist bump when Mina showed up in, or fist pump, sorry, when Mina showed up in Indie World? I did. I was very tired and a little bit like loopy in the morning. I'm not particularly a morning person. Like, I kind of am. Like, I'll get up, but I don't know. But I'm also not really a night owl. I don't know. I'm just to exist when I am up. Owl. Yes, we have to be plentiful with the herbs. I remember calling them herbs when I initially played this game because I didn't know you didn't pronounce the H. And I remember my sister correcting me and me thinking she was lying. Sometimes my sister tunes in and she probably would be like, yeah, you did say that, dum-dum. Oh, I like the anteater. He's cool. He's also tends to be pretty strong. Like that. Okay, cool. He's knocked out. Come on, anteater. Join the party. Join the party. And he's not joining the party. Cool. Let's see. You're the live stream at OJ channel. That's cool. OJ is great. He's my friend. That was some cool monster, right? It is. Well, hopefully I'll get one before I get to the boss. Wait, actually, hold on. No, yeah, we're fine. Understandable, K2. Yeah, like when it's a smaller group, it's, you know, you're able to, like, you know, hear more opinions from, like, the smaller group. Sometimes when, like, it's a really large spawn cast, which is still really fun, you know, it's hard to, like, pop into conversations. Yeah, no, we'll get an anteater. We'll get him. When? Not sure, but we'll get one. Okay, and we're to the next world. Gosh, I love this game. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with me on this. I know it might not be as interesting to watch, but like this gives me So much joy. I know that the warp's right there. Okay, good. Because I was like, I want to find another anteater. Okay, cool. We took them out. Damn it. Yo, we gotta keep on finding those herbs because you use them a lot. I just said herb. You have to keep on finding those herbs because you do go through them a lot, especially in the beginning fights when you don't have a healer yet. You know, it's kind of a schlep. I don't need this Draki, but we're gonna boop him out. Let's see, you like Game and Talk because everyone has different perspectives. I 100% agree. Is it because it's me chatting with my friends? Yes. But it's really nice because, like, I think it's, like, a really cool balance of different interests and personalities. You know, like, Josie's really, like, chill. I'm, like, manic. Sean is chaos, and Nate's very calming. And so, like, all of us together, it's like, I don't know, it's interesting. I like it. Hopefully Nate will be back soon, and so we can have the family back together, you know? Come on, Anteater, come on, get up, get up, get up. Yes! Okay, what should we name him, guys? We did it. Ah, yeah. EJ, you're so cool, thank you. Like, I appreciate it, guys. Like, I don't know. I'm just me. What should we name Anteater? Look at him, this little mouse. Like, what a little guy. One of your favorite things about Dragon Claw, you know, is the monsters. Nothing will name ham sandwich. Ben? Okay, Raptor, we'll name him Ben. Raptor got first. Donut, we'll name the next one Butt for you. Let's see. Ben has joined the party. Or Spoon, no, but that, okay, no, Spoon is too many characters. Keep in mind, this is the Game Boy Color, so we only get 4. I would have loved 5 characters. Okay, is this the last one? No, we have one more room, so. And let's see. I see the moth. Okay, guys, like, this is me. He went behind my monitor, but we're not gonna fight this moth right now. But if I see him, and if he flies around, or if you see him on the camera, let me know, and then I'll kill the moth. Nate. We have a lot of options. This game I'll probably go back to quite a lot during my little Game and Talk Let's Plays. I don't know, it's just really comforting for me, and I feel like, you know, since I'm like, I wouldn't say like too stressed out, but I'm pretty stressed out because, you know, work's tough, life is things, you know, blah blah blah, video games marketing, blah blah blah. This just gives me like so much joy. What kind of music am I into? I like a lot of different types of music, and it's like, what do you mean by that, you know? But it's like, I really like indie pop a lot. I like pop punk, but I'll listen to anything besides country, to be honest, because like it gets really sad unless I want to be sad, that, you know, like when you're in a sad mood, when you just want to have a random cry, then I'll listen to sad music, but not that often. I like angsty music. B with 3 E's. No, my character's name is B with 3 E's. You can't have 2 B's with 3 E's. That'd be crazy. Okay, let's heal up. This is why I collected all the herbs. Okay. Okay. Do I like heavy metal? I've listened to heavy metal. Does Tool count as heavy metal or just regular metal? Maybe I've just only listened to regular metal. Dude, I really want to go to a Blink-182 concert, but when they were touring pre-COVID, I was poor. So I couldn't afford a ticket, but I really wanted to go. It's one of my dreams. Oh, I do like All Time Low. I also like Yellow Card. Not to brag, but my wallet was stolen at a Yellow Card concert like 10 years ago. When they did their, whatever tour. Their metal? Okay. Yeah, no, I know they're metal, but I don't know if they're considered like heavy metal. That's what I meant by that. Yeah, Tool's great. Oh my god, All American Rejects, I'm so jealous of you. I haven't been to a lot of concerts, to be honest, unfortunately. I've been to a few. I've been to a Philip Phillips concert. I've been to Shiny Toy Guns, if you know what Shiny Toy Guns are. I used to go to, like, the last concert I went to was it wasn't Weezer. I went to a Weezer a couple years ago. It was this beer and punk rock festival, and that was really, really fun. And I got to listen to a bunch of bands that I'm not remembering right now. Let's see, Ska's cool. No, Ben died. Ska's really cool. Like the Aquabats, if you guys know what the Aquabats are. My Chemical Romance. Dude, I never went to Warped Tour ever, okay? Because the first time I found out about Warped Tour was senior year of high school. And I think it like overlapped with Anime Expo, and like I was a weeb. So, you know, of course I picked Anime Expo over like anything else. And then in college, I dated this guy who was like such a jerk. And I remember he's the one that liked Tool. That's why I'm like, Tool. And he was like, oh, we'll go to Warped Tour. And I was like, that's amazing. And then he like didn't invite me. And I was like, I would have, you know, bought a ticket if I knew that you weren't taking me. But that's fine. That was like 15 years ago, and he still sucks. So whatever. I see the moth. He is so far away now. Guys, remind me before I get off the stream to take my my blanket and put it in the living room. Yeah, dude, Ska's cool. You saw Journey. That's so cool. You went to Weezer. I've been to a Weezer concert. I've never been to a Green Day or Fall Out Boy. I went to a Backstreet Boys when they had just returned. I went to their concert. That was cool. Did I ever shuffle back in high school? So I wanted to, so I'll let you guys in on a little secret. I have no rhythm. It's maybe not a secret, but I just can't. There's something wrong with me. I don't know. So I can't dance, but I could try to dance. And if my shuffle's really shitty because I'm really uncoordinated, yeah, I'm not good at this. Okay, guys, so Donut said that we should name him Butt. So we're going to name him Butt. I stay true to my promises, guys. Do you want to name healer Butt? Would we like to take Butt on our quest, guys? Yes, because you need a healer. We're gonna replace Ben because I'm not emotionally attached to him. I kept healer in my party way too long. I remember like my original run. Let's see. Imagine if I could, dude, I would be so cool if I could dance. I remember in college, I took a movement class. Because I like majored in theater. Real great choice, I know, guys. But like, okay, so I majored in theater and like there was movement, and a lot of people who were like in theater, like, you know, were really like fluid dancers, and you know, obviously they did musical theater and all that. But the thing for me is that I could only act in like straight plays. Straight plays are plays that aren't musicals, so they're just like talking, just for I guess how people refer to things. And I could only do those, so I cut off like half of the productions that I could have been a part of. So a lot of those people could sing and dance and do all the things, and there's a good reason why they majored in theater. Mine was very questionable. Yeah, okay, basically going to my point, my teacher was just kind of very confused by me and was like, ooh. Let's see, you figured you'd ask because we're from the same... Yeah, okay, so you graduated high school in 2013. I graduated in 2010. So yeah, we are about the same age. Our college years, if you went to college, overlapped a little bit. I graduated in 2014, but it was fall semester, so... sorry, it's spring semester, so I walked in fall. Or, sorry, I walked in spring the following year because I graduated 2014 fall. There we go. Good times. Dude, college for me was 10 years ago. A little over 10 years ago, and I'm like, I feel like I just blinked, and I'm like, oh, I'm an adult with a house. and a career. Who is this? What is this? Oh, Josh, you're 07. That's cool. My older sister is 07. Okay, go to the arena. Fight with your little guys. Oh, you're downloading the Mina demo. That's awesome, dude. You're gonna have such a good time. Let's see, you're gonna go see Offspring for the second time. That's so cool. First time was in Tokyo? How was that concert? Oh, Griffinix, you're class of 05. That's cool. Man, that's cool. You graduated like when they were like right before the recession. Like, what was that like for you? Because like I remember my sister went to college during, you know, like the 2008 crash happened, and like, you know, that was crazy. So what was the world like being an adult and life looking hopeful? Let's see, you've been in Moody Blue, Genesis, Peter Gabriel, Supertramp. Dude, that's really cool. Dude, you've been to so many concerts. I'm pretty jealous. But also it was in the 80s and 90s. How much do those tickets cost if you want me to get depressed? Check out Super Sometimes. Ronak, I'll check them out. Yeah, you glad you went to college before AI hit. Yeah, Anthony, yeah, it's crazy now. Like, I was watching TikToks of, like, younger people, of younger days, or, like, when Josie talks about things, and I'm very, like, what the fuck? Because, like, when I was in college, like, social media was taking off. It wasn't as commercialized of what it was now. Like, Instagram was very, like, slap a filter on it, take a photo of anything. I remember my my old Instagram, which I archived, like, everything, like, of college stuff, was like of things like I was just coloring in things, and I thought that was aesthetic, and I was like, cool. And like social media was taking off, like, you know, we just got Snapchat, like that was brand new, and you know, that was like the fancy thing. Dating apps came out my senior year of college. And like that was crazy. I remember when that was like the big thing, and when Uber was really cheap because they were trying to starve out all taxis and stuff. I don't know, it was a wild time. Let's see, Meet a Demo was pretty legit. That's cool. I'm glad that you liked it. You remember Twitter in 09? Such a peaceful place. I feel like I remember people starting shit back then too. Side note though, I remember Aaron, same guy. Okay, so rewinding back to 2010, okay? I sat next to this guy named Aaron in my English class. Aaron follows me on, I think we follow each other on Instagram, so hi Aaron if you see this. Anyways, so he, I remember, was like the new iPhone, or the first iPhone, not new, of course it was new, it didn't exist before, came out, okay? And he was like, hey Celia, like, why do you have a dumb phone? Because I had like a flip phone because I'm poor. And he was like, why do you have a dumb phone? Get in the future, get a smartphone, you need an Apple. And I was like, you need an iPhone. And I like made a vow that I would never ever use an Apple product because it was so annoying. And it's like, I don't know, Aaron, why didn't your parents buy me one too? I don't know. Anyways, he's a very nice guy, and I think he actually works for Apple, like, to this day, so good for him, he's living his dreams. But anyways, one of the things he did tell me about was Twitter, and he's like, you need to get on Twitter, like, you know, it's the future, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I don't care, Aaron, and I think it's really funny that I didn't take a vow of silence on that one. I did avoid getting a Twitter until, I think it was like 2018? Let's find out when my Twitter got started. And also, if you don't follow me on Twitter, I'm at CeliaB with 3 E's. I've had a Twitter since 2016. I joined it because I remember that my old coworker from Hyperkin like had one, and I remember him telling me about it, and he's like, yeah, like Twitter's way different than like Instagram. It's really hard to get followers on it because, you know, you're just kind of being mean to each other. And I was like, oh, what's the point of that, man? I don't know. So I made one and didn't use it, and then, you know, once I joined Yacht Club, I started using Twitter a lot, unfortunately. And then became X, which is stupid. Okay, let's see. Dude, I cannot fathom being in school during the pandemic either. Dude, it was scary being in the pandemic as an employee. I can't imagine, like, my formative youth, like, you know, like, those days were supposed to be, like, you know, kids just being kids hanging out. I couldn't imagine being isolated like that as a kid, so My heart goes out to them. I did have a MySpace. Hey Benny, it's good to see you. Yeah, I did have a MySpace. I remember it was this girl named Danielle in middle school, and like I was new. I transferred middle schools, so I was like the new kid in 8th grade. I know, really cool. And I remember she like took me under her wing, and she was obnoxious, and I was obnoxious, so we got along just fine. And she was like, "You don't have a MySpace?" I'm like, "I don't know what that is." So she like made one for me using her AOL email. So if I ever lost my password for that, I would have not been able to get back in. And like she like, it was really funny. I don't know. It was a really fun time. And that password that she made for me, I used that like up until like college. I used to use that for like everything. But obviously, you know, I learned of security to not do that, so I don't do that now. But back then, it was like that was just the password, man. It was so funny. Favorite movie of all time? So JM, I'm gonna sound crazy, but like I don't really have one, to be honest. There's a lot of movies that I enjoy, but also there's a lot of movies I haven't seen. I don't know. Growing up, I just didn't have the patience to sit and watch a movie, and then when I did, like I would watch it with my dad. And my dad worked in the film industry. He was an actor, and he was like in a lot of TV films, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, he would like point out things like, oh, that's a camera trick. Oh, there's a contingency issue. Oh, this is cut. This is what the shot's called. So he would just like unload all of his knowledge of the film industry on me, which was really cool. But like also like, Dad, shut up. I want to watch a movie, you know? And so he kind of made me not enjoy not talking over films, because like that was just kind of the status quo of us doing that. So I know I'm winning. I have one more person to beat, I think, and then we are set. I think. I don't know. Let's see. You swore you wouldn't get a Twitter, and you eventually got one. Yeah, I mean, that happens. What movies was he in? He was in a lot of stuff. His series that he was on, they did a reboot of it, but it was called Head of the Class. He played the principal on it, Dr. Samuels. So that's my dad. He also was in a ton of movies. He was in Ruthless People, In the Line of Fire. He was on the original ER. His IMDb is like ridiculous because he was a working actor. So he wasn't like, you know, an A-list celebrity or anything. But like when I was a little kid, I thought my dad was friends with everyone. And maybe that's why I'm so friendly and a yapper too, but I don't know. And it was just people being excited to say hi to him because they recognized him from stuff. I don't know. It was really cool. He was a really, really cool guy. Great dad. Let's see. The Big Lebowski is the best movie. That's cool. Is The Big Lebowski... Before I make a fun fact, I want to see if I'm remembering correctly. Do I like The Office? I do like The Office. I haven't watched a whole lot of episodes of it, to be fully transparent, but from the ones I have watched, I did enjoy it. Okay. Okay, who is the cast in this film? Okay, I was misremembering. I was gonna say, this one kid that I went to high school was in that movie, but I am misremembering the movie. I've never seen that one. Shout out to Daddy with 3 E's. Yeah, dude. Shout out to my dad. He was awesome. Both my parents were awesome. They would be very proud of me. Dude, Spooky Guy is dead. Spooky one. Yeah, we did it. Wow, we have a winner. That's me, guys. Go team. We did it. Was my MySpace filled with seizure-inducing? Yes, it was. It was filled with, like, Hello Kitty, and Inuyasha, and, like, literally any, like, Blinky GIF weirdo shit just everywhere. And it was really, really cool. I learned a little bit about HTML coding. Not much, but a little bit. Let's see. It was a cool time. What Switch games would you like to see a version for Switch 2? Probably a lot of them, to be honest. We'll see. Let me think on that, because I feel like a lot of the games that I would say that needed it are getting upgrades or already have got upgrades, like Pokemon, for example. Rain Code, that would look really good on that. I loved Rain Code. You never played this game, but it looks so cool. Dude, this game is so good. It is literally... they deserve, a remake of this. Like, a 2D, 3D would be really fucking cool. Or just a direct remake and just re-release it. I don't give a shit. It'd be awesome. I love this. Right now, the kings are beefing. I hope you guys enjoyed my impressions of that. I don't know. Oh my god, I love this game so much. Okay, blah blah blah, I don't care. Back into the Traveler's Chambers. The Chamber of Secrets. Are you guys Harry Potter fans? I am not. Because I feel like, okay, Harry Potter, the books were coming out when I was the exact age/demographic that, Harry Potter books were popular. But the thing is, though, is that, at that point, I already discovered anime. So, for all the kids that, didn't know about magical worlds and, have that type of, fantasy media, this was mind-blowing to them. Awesome, incredible, blah, blah, blah. But for me, I watched tons of weeb shit already, so I was like, oh, it's just, one of the things. And it's not that I disliked it or anything, I just didn't care for it. And also, books, reading, meh. Comic books, yay. So I don't know. The Game Boy Color Harry Potter games were awesome, especially old games. Chris, thank you so much for being a certified member. That is awesome. Let's see, Harry Potter books are great. Dude, they really are. But it just, kid me didn't want to read them. But also, that's ADHD, Celia brain. Okay, let's see. Is Mina going to be a physical or digital for Switch 2? That's a really great question. We're figuring out some things right now, so I don't have a definitive answer for you. But once we have that, I'll definitely make a lot of noise. But until then, I'm sorry. I have to be mysterious. Ooh, it's a stub stuck. But I forgot that we named him, but that's really funny. Harry Potter books were not good. Redwall. Dude, Redwall was so much better. I liked that. I remember when I was a little kid, I'm just gonna say should I use real names? I don't know. Can I get in trouble for that? Okay, but I had two friends and they really, really liked reading, okay? They were more into it than I was, obviously. And they really like Redwall. They really liked it, and I tried reading it, and I did have a hard time with my ADHD brain sitting down and reading all of it, but I thought that the cover art was really cool, so I gave it a go, and I remember liking it. But yeah, Redwall was really, really cool. And thanks for understanding, EJ. Yeah, just, You gotta go play it on your Retron 5. Oh my god. Oh, the Retron 5. I should have taken one before I left. I wonder if they'll send me one. Because I could influence. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know their marketing people anymore. So I don't... Well, maybe I do. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out together. Because it would be cool to play my original cartridges. But, I'm really bad at taking care of things. So I feel like I'd break it. Or I wouldn't break it. And then we'd all be impressed and say, yay, Celia. Maybe I would want to just get a Retron, the Game Boy one, the Retron Square. Okay, guys, what do we name him? Is it too late to break in with an old key? Dude, I never had a key. Didn't trust me with that shit. Understandably so. What do we want to name this? Okay, MX3, congratulations on the indie. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It was a lot of work, and I'm really thankful for the opportunity Nintendo gave us. I agree. The square is great. Yeah, dude, that was like one of the last projects that I had my hands in prior to me leaving. Because in 2020, oh my god, it was 5 years ago. In 2020, the Retron Square was debuted, if I'm remembering correctly. Okay, I could be misremembering. No, I don't think it was debuted. I think it, no, I don't remember. But anyways, it was shown off under glass because it wasn't working at the time, I think. When I say it wasn't working, it was like, the shell of it because, we didn't have a sample yet, or we didn't have a pretty sample of it. But regardless, we had it under glass at CES 2020. And that was right before COVID. Like, there were rumblings about COVID, but, like, it didn't hit yet, obviously. And, yeah, that was my last convention with Hyperkin. And remember Terrence, he wrote the copy for that one. And he did such a good job on that. Okay, let's name him Ozzy. Good choice. Medallion, we'll do Rick next. But yeah, the square was the last. Oh, no, I don't want to take him with me. But yeah, the square was the last thing that I worked on, nostalgically. Let's see what's over here. Because sometimes you'll run into, like, other, like, adventurers and you can battle them. And if you win, you'll get, like, a lot of cool shit. But then sometimes, a lot of the time, you'll die because they're way too strong. And then you'll lose a lot of your shit. And it's not a fun time. You also always want to be careful because if your monster faints, you'll need to find a revive. And it can be a struggle bus. Sweet. Waz is level 5 and learned sleep. Let's heal my guys. Can I just use a skill? Let's see. Let's use Slid. Okay, we're good. I think we're good. Ooh, is this a tiny medal or is it money? Money is good. Let's see. Isn't there a Dragon Quest on Switch? I think so. But not a Dragon Warrior Monsters, the original ones that I'm playing right now. But there are, I think, Dragon Quest remakes. Oh, sorry, I misread that. I'm illiterate. So you said, isn't there a Dragon Quest monster on Switch? Yes, there is. It's the new one, which is fine. And it's cool, but it doesn't. I played the demo of it, and I don't know. I didn't like the 3D game for it, to be honest. Like I like 2D for this type of thing. I don't know. I really like, obviously I'm biased while I'm being a Shovel Knight, but I really like 2D pixel art games. There's just such a levity and charm to it that I feel like it just gets lost when you're using 3D models. And just a heads up, I'm probably going to play for like maybe 20, 15 more minutes, maybe 30, I don't know, I might lose track of time. But I will be ending eventually soon. I do have a real cool trip I'm going on this weekend to visit some friends up north. So, which is great and it'll be really fun. But it's just, I should probably pack for that. I did this really cool thing where I put it off. Uh-oh. Oh, Waz is dead. Hopefully we'll be able to heal. Or maybe not. Where am I at? Donkey Kong Bonanza? Medallion, I'm in the same place. I'm going to bring it on my car trip, so I'll be playing it, and hopefully I'll get further. Up north in Canada? No, up in Northern California. I hate traveling. Yes! We're getting it healed. Sorry, that was... Yeah, it's gonna be a really great trip. We're gonna go to a winery up there, and I'm visiting my friend Megan and her husband, and she's real cool. I haven't seen her in such a long time, so I'm really excited to hang out with her. I feel like, yeah, it's been like 6 months since I've seen her. Yeah, because I was considering bringing my, like, work stuff. Not work stuff, but, like... Oh, gosh, it's this guy. Okay, well, we're gonna find out together if I can fight him. Let's see. Car trips are fun. Airports are the worst. I don't know, man. I kind of like airports more. Especially when you're going up north, because it's, like, a quick flight, where this is gonna be, like, a 6-hour... Tripperino. Okay, fine. Okay, it's time to fight. I should have grinded more. Because this monster guy can use his fire move, which is really cool, but it can attack all of us. And when that happens, it's a bad time. Fire slash. Ah, everyone's getting hit. Oh no, only one person's getting hit. Okay, let's plan. Okay, he's gonna charge. Bite is gonna next, and then Woz is gonna charge. I probably should have healed instead of just, you know. We are going to heal. We're gonna heal Butt, to be honest, because Butt is a healer. I probably... Okay. I wish you could see his IP. Yes, we can have him join our team. He's actually, I think he just is required to. So, as long as I kill him, he will join my team. Or, I should heal. Oh my god, just die. Just die. And of course, Slither's dead now. Great. Okay. Us, but... Of course he missed a dragon. Oh, we're unarmed now. Great. Okay. Well... Okay. Butt's dead. Oh, I should have healed. Okay. Is Woz gonna do it? Is Woz gonna be our champion? Yes, I did have a Game Boy Color back in the day. I had a turquoise one. And it was really cool. We're gonna use... This is why we collected all of the herbs, because we are going to... We're gonna bide this one out. And then maybe we'll be able to kill him. I'm running out of herbs very quickly, guys. Let's see, JC, it was awesome seeing Mina. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, we were really excited to be included in that. We're really thankful for the opportunity. Blah, blah, blah. Thanks, Nintendo. You're the best. Okay, die! Okay, I have another herb. Okay. Okay, chat, we are having a bad time. Is he gonna do it? Damn it, okay, we lost. Am I young enough to remember the time? Yeah, dude, J-Bo, I'm in my 30s! Yes, I do remember the time before in the before times. Not like 80s where there was like, you know, like zero internet. Like, you know, we had a dedicated computer room. Like my dad, I think when I was 6, decided that he wanted internet for the house. I think when I was 8, I started, dude, like I started to like go on Neopets, and then I graduated from Neopets to Gaia Online in 2005 is when I started playing Gaia Online in RuneScape, and it was real cool. Do I still have my Game Boy? Yes. So I don't have my original Game Boy, but I do have a ton of Game Boys. I actually have a Mina Game Boy. Right here. See, it has Mina the Hollower on it. My friend made it for me. Shout out to Rivez. He makes a lot of really cool Game Boy shells and stuff, and he sent it to me. Am I a fan of Seinfeld? I like the idea of Seinfeld. There are certain bits that I find funny, but I don't know, some of the jokes I don't find funny. It just depends. It's a little dated. The internet was back when it was a place you went to instead of being, yeah. No, I definitely agree. And it's like kind of one of those things where like I feel bad for like a lot of kids nowadays, like especially with like cyberbullying and stuff, like because like when I was a kid, like if kids were mean, you know, and they were to me a little bit, and it was just kind of one of those things where, you know, I could turn off, you know, I would go home and I'd be away from whatever people who were being mean to me, or, you know, I could just turn off the computer and, you know, no one can bother me, you know? But now, like, it's so immediate, and all these kids have so much access, and it's so instant, and you really can't get away from it like, you know, you used to. And I mean, you can, but it's different now, you know? And so, I don't know, I'm really thankful that I grew up with the time I did. I think it was a perfect blend, and having, you know, beginning technology and having video games and all those cool things, but at the same time, you know, being able to escape. Oh my gosh, thank you, Brent, with the $5. Is Mina a Switch 2 exclusive? I don't remember if it said in the presentation. It is not an exclusive, but the demo is a limited time exclusive. So when we announced the release date at Summer Game Fest, we had an exclusive 2-week demo available on Steam, and then that went down, and now it's Nintendo's time in the sun. So it is available for 2 weeks until the 21st on Switch 1 and 2. Brent, pick an accessory, and I will draw a slime of it. Friendly reminder, super chats are not required, but they are appreciated. Any donations will go to art supplies and or redying my roots because my hair grays and I like to feel pretty. Yeah, let me know what would you like me to draw for you. So are you having a bad experience with bullying? Oh my god, EJ, it is a-okay. It's why I'm funny now, and it builds character. No, I'm kidding. Well, partially, I think I'm a little funny. But it's kind of like one of those things that, you know, like when you're a little kid, like I was a little goofball and I really liked anime and I really liked video games and was not interested in anything else. So I think it was more of a me problem of, you know, just being a little goof than it was them. And like anyone who was like actually really mean to me, I've looked them up on Facebook and they're having a pretty unsavory life. So, you know, honestly, it's okay. Life worked out for all of us. I'm happy and I'm having a great time. Now, Brent, tell me, what little accessory would you like me to give your slime? Let's see. Plus, we know how to use computers competently. Kids only know phones. Yeah, dude, that's really true. Okay, Brent, give me your slime request. I can also decide for you. So for the slime, it could be a slime with sunglasses. It could be slime with a little hat. It could be slime doing other shit. Lots of options. Let's see. Eric says, I still have my Game Boy from 1989 sealed, the DMG. That's awesome. You happen to get one from your parents, from your uncle, open. Yeah, dude, that's really cool. I have a inbox Nintendo 64. My room's a little messy. I'm sorry, guys. But see over there, I have an inbox Nintendo 64. And that's my prize. Oh, like, no, like for the slime. Here, I'll draw him with a Game Boy. I got you. And he'll have a worm light. How is this slime holding the Game Boy? I don't know. Fun fact, when I was in Japan, I bought a slime ice holder thing, and it was real cool. Okay, so Brent, context. Super chats are not required, but they are appreciated. They buy art supplies, blah, blah, blah. My thank you is that I draw a slime for you, or like whatever the theme of what I'm drawing is. So I drew him with the Game Boy. And I'm going to write slime with GBC. So, it is after school. I'm going to draw him with a little backpack too. Okay, so your slime is wearing a backpack. Disregard that. It's a backpack. And he is playing his little Game Boy, and there is a worm light right here. You know, it's after school, okay? He did his homework already, so his mom won't get mad. And he's playing Game Boy. He's playing his favorite game, Dragon Warrior Monsters. Dude, great choice, Mr. Slime. And, you know, he's having a really good time. Fun fact, I used to do that. So maybe this is me self-inserting a slime. So thank you, Brent, for the, I think it was like the $5. You are incredible, and you didn't have to. Yeah, when I was a kid, I got a lot of, I'm a big fan of handhelds in general, but like my mom, bless her heart, she had as much ADD as I have. I wonder who I got it from. And she would be late every day to pick me up. Is this gonna focus? Am I gonna be less pale? Maybe not. I don't know. She used to be late every day to pick me up, like over an hour late. And I was cool with it because I would play Game Boy, and it was really fun. And I played like a metric shit ton of Game Boy. Why is it doing this? I'll never have working light. I don't know. Maybe instead of coloring supplies, we should raise money for whatever the fuck lighting I have. Fundraise it. Maybe I should hold a bake sale. I don't know. But anyways, so yeah, that's a little trauma from my childhood, which also was really cool because I didn't find it like as to be a bad thing because I really liked playing Game Boy. I mean, that's good. Kind of. I don't know. Is that original Kira? Thank you. I appreciate that. Mothman, you're great. Also, I love Mothman memes. I think they're a funny time. Let's see, Sweet N64, you'll never find it in 1996. That's so cool. Dude, I agree. The Nintendo 64 was just such a superior console. You played Game Boy too because your family traveled a lot. Yeah, it just, you know, it was one of those ride-along things. And like also like my parents would drive to my grandparents' house, and it was like 3 hours away. And we would go there like every weekend. Obviously, because it was to raise me and, you know, close with my cousin Ross, who's basically like a sibling to me because, you know, we were raised so closely. So like it was cool, but I would spend a lot of time in the car or waiting for my mom outside the car. So a lot of Game Boy was played in my life. So it's just one of those things. Okay, let's battle a couple monsters before we move on to the next one. Did I own a Super Nintendo? I didn't own a Super Nintendo till later in life. I just, you know, I started with the N64, and like back then, you know, like a lot of kids, you know, we didn't buy previous consoles. We kind of just went for like whatever's in front of us. So I unfortunately didn't get exposed to Super Nintendo games till later. Let's see, your first was a silver. Oh my gosh, I had a silver. It was really cool. It was black and white, right? With the switch on the top. And like it was not a dimmer switch, but it would be like a contrast switch. I remember having that. Oh wow, my lighting looks so much better now. Wonder what happened. Nothing. I don't know. Did you own the magnifier gadget? I did not. My cousin did though. He had it, he had the Game Boy Advance one, if I'm remembering correctly, and that was really cool. Your mom refused to get her console, and then he wanted Atari Linux, and he moved out and got a PS2. I mean, like, a PS2 was really cool. I remember my sister got the PS2 for her birthday, and we had... Why am I forgetting the name right now? It was the racing game that it came with. It was like a packet or something. And we had Jak and Daxter, and I absolutely loved playing Jak and Daxter. Yeah, dude, my webcam's possessed. I don't know technology. Like, I look like I'm moderately, like, healthy instead of diseased with my, like, super pale skin in that. Let's see. Shadow Forks, thanks for the awesome stream tonight. Hope to see you again at PAX this month. Yep, see you at PAX. I'll be there. I'm doing if you guys are going to PAX West, I'll be doing a panel with Sean Velasco. He's my colleague, and he's real cool. Okay. Have a great rest of your night, dude. Just a heads up, I will be wrapping up soon. Dude, I am so pale. Okay, I'm always pale. Like, I'm always perpetually, like, glow in the dark. But, like, you know, I just can't genetically tan, okay? Like, literally, I can't. I remember being young and, like, my friends being like, oh, just, like, lay out in the sun and, like, you know, it's like, wow, I didn't think about that before. Is PAX streamed online? I want to say PAX is streamed online. We'll be sharing when our panel's going live. It'll be going live on Sunday, which is their day 3, at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you're at the show, it'll be in the Firebird room, or I made that up. I don't know. Let's see, these 8-bit RPGs are very iterative in a good way. I've never played this game, but I've seen so many games look similar. They all look fun. Yeah, dude, this is so enjoyable. I don't know, it's, like, for me, it's literally a, it's a comfort game for me. It just gives me so much joy, and... Oh my god, look at the pillow rat. He is so cute. Please get up and be my friend. Is sunscreen my friend? Yeah, dude. Spyro, I have so many bottles of different sunscreens. Oh my gosh. There's this sunscreen from Skin Better. It's like a face one. And it is incredible. And I love it so much. And I won it in a contest because it's expensive and I normally wouldn't pay for that. And I literally hate so much that it's good. Like, I was really hoping that those products were gonna be bad, so I could be like, see, this is why I don't buy it, and then it ended up being good. But unfortunately, I am poor, so this isn't gonna work out. Oh shit, I wasn't paying attention. Please, no one touch butt. Please, no one touch. Okay. Don't attack butt. Okay, we're good. That feels inappropriate to say. Steam, Nintendo, has Mina been announced for anything else? Nope, Mina has not been announced for anything else, but keep an eye out. There might be other cool things that are making me exhausted. Around the corner. Let's see, like Bum Bum Cream. The name's hilarious. That does sound hilarious. Joey's jealous as fuck that they got a 3DS. Yeah, isn't that bullshit? It's such bullshit. I know about the 3D remake, but I never got to play it, obviously. Yes, okay guys, what are we naming Gremlin? Decide a name. Let's see. Spyro went to a work party last week and it's outdoors and I guess we have... Dude, that's not enough. No, dude, we need at least like 80. No Mina for Ouya? Whoa! JMO, I can poorly play violin. I have like 8 violins in my guest room right now. Because when I was cleaning out my mom's place, she kept, bless her heart, but like she kept like all of the fucking violins my sister and I had in our lives. And obviously, since I was like the shit collector when I was cleaning out her place, like I now have a bajillion violins in addition to my violin. So I have just too many. Let's see. You have Mina favorited on the eShop and PlayStation Store. Thank you so much, Ahmed. Name it Ouya? Let's name him Ouya. That's funny. Rest in peace, Ouya. Or Dante. Maybe next time. Oh. He's heading to the farm. Yeah, literally in reference to the failed gaming system. There's a few of those. I have different favorites. Let's see. Mac Mega, thank you so much for the $5. Who is the official Yacht Club Games mascot? Shovel Knight or Celia B? Also, how does it feel for Yacht Club to have the first 120 frames per second game on Switch 2? So Mac, it's actually not the first because initially in my announcement copy, I had wrote that it was the first, but there's a game that released in Japan that beat us to it last week. And I was pissed because I was like, I've had this copy written for so long and I wasn't able to just send it out. So, Mac, thank you so much for the $5. It is appreciated. All donations will go to me getting art supplies and probably something else. Maybe lighting for figuring out my streaming setup. But anyways, that's besides the point. Mac, name an accessory that I can draw your slime with. There is no Celia shirt yet. There is no Celia shirt yet. Eventually, maybe Game and Talk or the Spawncast will make like Celia with 3 E's things. Would anyone buy that? I feel like I would just buy that. To be honest, I'd be like, it's me, my Celia merch for my Celia life. Oh my god, guys. Okay, so funny story. Funny story. So, or maybe you might not find it funny. I found out that my therapist, Liz, because I talk about gaming industry stuff to him, because I'm complaining about my life, and I found out that he watches Sean, RGT85, and he was like, yeah, I was watching one of Sean's videos, and he said that something was a Celia game. Was he talking about you? And I was like, yeah, he was. And I think that's funny. Great setup. Have it in small text at the bottom. The first outside of Japan. Right? The first outside. First American company. Bam. Wait, okay, Roanoke, timeout. New Roanoke music, no, why did I say Roanoke? New Yellow Card music is on the 15th. That's so fucking cool. I buy a shirt peeking out of nostril like Celia. Dude, oh my gosh, that's so funny. I would prefer we didn't have that, but I think that's funny. Yeah, hoodie, thanks Cannabis. I appreciate you. Yeah, maybe we'll have Celia B with 3 E's. Or it'll be a picture of a bee. What if we had it like... Obviously not this drawing, because I can't draw. What if the bee looked like this? Would you guys still want it? Would you like him? Like when I do my signature, I didn't do this for Spawncast because we were signing a lot of things. But like, what if I did like the dots? That looks like shit. But like the B is like the I. Wouldn't that be cute? Yeah, he was talking about like some kiddie game or something. The video that he was watching was actually it was the Nintendo Partner Direct, and he was talking about Hella, the rat game, and he was like, that's such a silly name, blah 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 blah. Where's the kick support? What's kick? Let's see. Do you ever go to Ocean Avenue? Yeah, I wish to just hang and talk with you. Yeah, I've been to Ocean Avenue. My friend lives right next to Ocean Avenue, and when I was following GPS to drive to his house, because he lives like right on the beach, like literally, his house is so fucking expensive. I was like, Ocean Avenue, I can't sing. Draw the slime with a Celia B amiibo. Okay, I will draw him with a bee. Okay, so this is what a slime and Celia B amiibo would look like. Because I think that's what you're telling me to do. If not, I'm sorry. bee's looking terrifying. You'll see them. So here's... Here. If this is what you were doing. So here is a bee with a slime from Mega Mac. That's what the amiibo would look like, because it's the bee hanging out with him. And they're best buds, and they're real cool, and I love slimes. Let's see. Who dissed? Can you draw RGT praying to Hulk Hogan in the sky? Sure, guys. I'll draw that. Okay. So. How do I even draw Sean? I'm gonna make it tasteful because he's sad. That looks weird. I don't know how to fix that. Let's try again. Here, we'll draw Hogan in the sky first. Is Hulk Hogan bald? He's his brother a lot, right? Oh, he has a mustache too. I think. He's bald, right? This is just getting weird. I don't know how to draw this. Okay, so. Okay, and this is who dis. Okay, so. I've set the scene, okay? It's Sean looking up with his sunglasses and his hat on that says Nyx. And then in the sky, it's Hulk Hogan. I remember him being blonde and his... That's what he looks like, right? I'm pretty sure this is what he looks like. And his shirt says, "Hell yeah, brother." Oh, we should be looking down. Okay. So Sean is here. And, okay, hold on. Sean is here. And he's looking down. And Hulk Hogan is below. There we go. See, it's fixed. Things can be easily fixed. I don't know anything about Hulk Hogan, I'm sorry. Besides what Sean said, which is like nothing. So he's looking down at him. I'm really glad that we could figure this out together. I'm really glad that, Crypto, I'm not very, okay. How would I send this to you? You could have my messed up drawing on the back, too. I can send, how do I sell this to you? I don't know. They give you, no, it's like clouds or mist. It was like mist or something, okay? In the California, it's chemtrails. He was with chemtrails. There we go. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. They give you wings of hell. No, they were not wings. We're fine. We're fine. Put a stamp and then pray to God. That's so funny. Okay, let's finish this up. Fax it, of course. Let's see, name a price. You need a 1 of 1 of Celia. Oh my gosh, who it is. Like, you don't need to waste your money. How much is it even to mail things? I can just take a photo of it and send it to you. Would that work, Hudis? And I can sign it? And then you can digitally print it, and then I can destroy the physical, and then so that will be the only proof of it ever existing. 1 of 1. Okay, guys. We're gonna try this again. But we're gonna be better at this. Because I collected some herbs. Oh, you gotta go, Raptor? Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. Yeah, Twitter? Yeah. I'll take a photo and send it to you, Hudis. No problem. Just DM me and I will send it to you. Okay. Okay, we are going to heal Waz now. Fortunately, I don't have enough herbs to fix any of our problems after this. Okay. Oh, fuck. I forgot that I can just... And then who? Let's heal butt. And then Waz can charge. I forgot that I can literally tell them what to do. That is fine. Uh-oh. I have not spelled ass yet, Joey. Okay, plan, command, attack, and then butt will heal Waz, and then Waz will charge. Cause he, uh-oh, we have the heal slip, like, stat. Okay, plan, command, attack, command, skill, heal, slib, and then Waz, command, attack. Commute in front of the tennis, make it a nice round. Okay, I'll stay for 10 more minutes. If anyone needs any other drawings, we have 10 minutes. Oh fuck, I forgot to plan. Damn it. Yes! Yes, we fucking did it. Bam! Level 1 boss. We did it. Go team, you did it. Oh, skills. I thought you could spell ass, so I thought that's what you wanted. I mean, I named one, but... Wow, Dragon is looking up at us. What should we name Dragon, guys? I like his little stompies, because he just does this. Also, I'm going to take a photo of this so I can send this to you. I'll sign it. Name him Ass. He is going to be named Ass. Because we're classy. Damn it, Toot's good too. Okay, I'm going to name him Toot. I'm sorry, guys. That's funny. And if I find something funnier, because then we have Butt and Toot. Like, that's incredible. Okay, I think we're gonna get rid of Slib because he sucks. Aw, man, dude, there's so many good names. But dude, I love his little steps because he just, like, does this. How much longer is the stream? We have 9 minutes. How you doing, big time? Good to see you. Man, we are so productive in this stream. I love this game so much. Gump. Dude, there's so many good names. Is this like Pokemon? Yeah, it's basically like Pokemon. It's Dragon Warrior. If Dragon Warrior in Pokemon had a baby, so you like collect monsters and it's real cool. And you battle them. The next monster is Golem, and he's real cool. And I'll show you guys around. I don't think since the earthquake happened, I can show you too much around the farm, but I'll show you around the Great Tree. And I really like that because, like, you know, as you progress through the game, like, the Great Tree opens up more, and you get to experience a lot more. Because, like, over here, this is, you know, where you fight, but, like, if you go around, it's, like, where all the other monster hunter guys, and you, like, there's Easter eggs like this, like, if you sit down in a chair, like, all your little guys come out, and then you can talk to them. And I thought that was really cool. They don't really say anything different, but, you know. You gotta love how the devs are allowed to give more than 4 characters, but that'd be too much for him to get creative. Honestly, yeah. Let's see, you forgot to say thank you for answering your question and fuck bullies. Being a nerd in grade school, they suck. Dude, I'd bet, dude. I've heard that in the 80s they were rueful. They were also ruthless and... I say rueful. Ruthless. That was the word I was looking for. Yeah, they were pretty bad in the 90s too. Not as bad, but I feel like they were really bad in the 80s, so I'm sorry, buddy. Oh yeah, you can play rock, paper, scissors with this guy. It was the Game Boy, you're correct. But Pokemon could at least have, like, you know, 8 characters, right? I don't remember what was after this. Let's go this guy. Damn it. Dude, fuck this guy. It was this. And it's this one. Let's see, Eric, thank you for entertaining us this evening. Have a great, fun, safe trip. Eric, thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it, guys. Do I have a VR headset? Yes, I do, actually. So I have, here, I think we'll probably stop for here. So for headsets, I have a PlayStation VR. I have a PlayStation VR 2, and I also have the Meta Quest 2. And do I use it often? No. I just have acquired them. Is it cool? Yeah, like, do I have games? Yeah, like, I'll play Beat Saber, but, like, not that often. VR really isn't the thing that, like, you know, the 2016 range, like, everyone made it out to be. It's still fun and very enjoyable and still a really cool time, but, like, you know, I'd rather just sit on the couch and game or sit here and game rather than, you know, doing that. Have I tried Resident Evil in VR? No, I have not. I have a hard time with Resident Evil games, not because they're not good, they're actually very good, but because it's very scary, spooky. And besides like 2D pixel art games like this, when it's higher graphic fidelity, I tend to get pretty freaked out. Let's see, Shadowfork says, don't worry, you can nerd out to me anytime and I'll let you bully me. Whoa, 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 Shadow, no bullying here. Maybe a little bullying, but not too much bullying. Astrobot is good. I agree. I have Astrobot. It is very good. I haven't beaten it, though. I've played a bit, though. A little bit. Man, we have 4 minutes, guys. How should I wrap this up? Until holograms arrive. Okay, once holograms arrive and we have to wear a bulky, yeah, we don't have to wear a bulky thing. I feel like that's when, like, the future will be now. Hold on, I got a message. Okay. So yeah, just kind of one of those things. Okay, we have 4 minutes left, guys. So I'm gonna stop here. Let's make sure to save because I will forget and then we're all shit out of luck. So option, it was hiding in there. Save. We'll just save one more time for sport. We recorded in the journal. Oh, Moss is really good. I bought that game, and then yeah, I forgot. Okay, you request me to play Mario 64 next week. So, just a heads up, guys, I am going to Pokemon Worlds next weekend. So, with that said, my stream will be on Thursday again. Probably around the same time, so like 6:30 kind of range, I think would be the most appropriate. So, I will do it then. So, if you want more content, check me out on Instagram. I'm at Kosher Gamer. On Twitter, I'm at Celia B. And also, if you haven't played the Mina the Hollower demo, go check it out on Switch 1 and 2. The demo is only available for 2 weeks, but please make sure to add Mina to your wish list. That does matter, and it's pretty cool. Okay, guys, I think that's it. So, thank you for hanging out with me. You guys are the best. Have a really great weekend. I might be tuning in to the Spawncast on Saturday. It just depends how my internet connection is. So, yeah, we'll find out together. Okay, so Bonanza 1. So John did mail me my stream card. It is arriving in the mail tomorrow. So basically, I'm waiting for that to arrive in the morning, and then I'm going to pick it up, and it'll be a great time. Okay, guys. Great stream. Thanks for letting me share this game with you. Have a really great night, and I'll see you when I